Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Well, today's celebration begins with the blessing of the new fire at the beginning of the Easter Vigil tonight. Then, from that fire that we blessed, we lighted the Easter candle that is right in front of you. And from this candle, the light spread around in the entire church. So for the singing of the Easter proclamation of the Exalted, the church remained lighted with the light of the Easter candle, the light of Christ. See, today we celebrate the apostolate, or the feast of our vocation in Christ. All of us who have been baptized have been tasted death in baptism and tasted life in baptism at the same time. So this is our vocation in the middle of the world, to illumine all the ways of the world. Wherever we go, as baptized Christians, we are supposed to illumine the lives, the work, the suffering of every single person we meet with in our lives. So we call it the apostolate of light, because that's what each one of you who has been baptized is. Tonight, 10 or 11 of our brothers and sisters are going to receive baptism, confirmation, and First Holy Communion. This past Thursday, Holy Thursday, 150 students from Kenya were killed for being Christians. It shouldn't be a surprise for us. For the first 3 centuries of our Christianity, people used to want to be baptized simply to be killed for the faith. So, we have absolutely nothing to do with death, with evil, or with sin. St. Paul says in the epistle today, consider yourselves dead to sin and alive in Christ Jesus our Lord. If we are united with Him to His death in baptism, he says, we should be united to Him in life, in living for God. So these 150 students, Christians, for being Christians, were killed. They witnessed to the faith. Their testimony, their martyrdom has illumined the entire world today. I mean, every day, every week, we have more Christians being killed in the Middle East simply for being Christians. So tonight, on the main celebration of the Christian year, we have to ask ourselves, what is our relationship with sin? If we are still entangled with it, if we really fight against sin, if we illumine the lives of those we live with, of those we work with, if the testimony of our faith is clearly seen by everyone. Jesus says in the gospel very clearly, no one lights a lamp and hides it under the table, but they put it on a lampstand so that it may illumine the entire house. This is our vocation. I mean, can you imagine if every single one of you tonight, who are present here, would have the courage to take your vocation seriously? We wouldn't have any issues, any problems in society. But you know, we are not in the Middle East. No one is persecuting you. And I am sure that if you were being persecuted for being Christians, many of us would deny being Christians. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Today, on the Easter night, we want to take the courage to live good Christian lives. Good Christian lives. Holy lives. So that Christ may continue to illumine the world. So that He may continue to overcome the darkness of the world through each one of us, in the person of each one of us.